Chapter 11. Gran has Mitzi, the airhead Airedale, stretched out on the table in the operating room. She whimpers as Gran gently prods her stomach. "What's wrong?" I ask. "I'm not sure yet. She was acting antsy, couldn't settle down or stop barking." Gran listens to Mitzi's stomach with her stethoscope and feels her abdomen with her hands. "She's got some air in her stomach, probably lots of food. How much did you tell Brenna to feed her?" "Exactly what we always feed her. I even wrote it down." "You don't think the puppies brought in an infection and Mitzi got it, do you?" "Is it dangerous?" Gran and I turn around. Zoe is standing by the door. She's changed into a black sweatshirt. "Mitzi here has a bellyache," Gran says. "It might be bloat," I say. "Could be, but she's not in that much pain," says Gran. Bloat is when a dog gets too much food and air in its stomach. Sometimes the stomach twists, and it can be very dangerous, she explains to Zoe. "That's why I want to keep an eye on her. Maggie, help me get her down. We'll put her in the recovery room. I'll take an x-ray if it gets any worse." Zoe follows us to the recovery room. She kneels by the puppy pen as we struggle with Mitzi. Now, of course, Mitzi wants to sit. She doesn't want to go in the cage. "Let me try something," I say. "Mitzi, lie down." "Don't be silly, Maggie. We don't want her to lie down," Gran says. "We want her to get in the cage." "It worked yesterday. She gets things mixed up." "Mitzi, come on, honey. Lie down." Mitzi gives me a mournful look, then steps into the cage. Gran fusses over her, getting her settled in comfortably. I sneak a look at Zoe. She's leaning over the puppy pen. She's not picking up any of the puppies, but she's petting them gently. I stay with Mitzi for a minute, stroking her nose. "Don't worry. Dr. Gran will help. You'll feel better in the morning. Just hang in there." Mitzi thuds her tail once. Suddenly, Zoe gasps and makes a funny noise in her throat. I ignore her. Gran shouldn't let her in the clinic if she's gonna keep freaking out about little things. I rub behind Mitzi's ears. "Instead of teaching you to sit, maybe we'll just go for a short walk tomorrow. Does that sound good?" Zoe gasps again. Gran looks up from the notes she's writing. "Zoe?" I turn around. Zoe bites her lip. I scramble over to the puppy pen. Zoe points to Dinky. It's not breathing," she says. Dinky is very, very still. Gran is next to us in a flash. She quickly checks Dinky for signs of breathing and a heartbeat. "Anything?" I ask. She shakes her head. "He's gone, Maggie." Bounce, bounce, swish. Bounce, bounce, swish. Shooting baskets in the driveway always helps me feel better, even when it's late at night. Especially when it's late at night. Bounce, bounce, thunk. The ball clangs off the rim and rolls into the shadows. Darn. Now I won't find it until the morning. "You didn't bend your knees enough," Gran says as she steps out of the darkness holding the ball. "Watch." She dribbles once, bends her knees deeply, and shoots. The ball bounces off the top of the backboard and lands at my feet. No basket. "You pushed it," I say. "Use your wrist and follow through." I pass the ball to her. "Try again." She dribbles twice and arcs the ball perfectly into the net. "Not bad," I joke, "for a grandmother." "Let's see you do it." I grab the ball and back up until I'm at the 3-point line. I shoot. Air ball. It doesn't even get near the net. "I'm going in," I say. I can't do anything right. "Stay," Gran says. "I think we need to talk." "About what?" I pick up the ball. "It's been a rough couple days." I shoot from the right under the basket. The ball goes in. "It's been a horrible couple of days." "I'm sorry Dinky died. He was the sickest of all the pups." "Yeah, I know." "You're angry at me because I'm letting the other kids volunteer." I don't answer. Instead, I make a layup. "You're angry at me because you're grounded." I dribble behind my back and make a jump shot. "I bet you're angry about Zoe, too." I shoot too hard and the ball bounces over to Gran. She holds it. "Talk to me, Maggie." "It feels like I don't live here anymore," I say with a sigh. There are all these people everywhere, and you're mad about school, and my teacher thinks I'm not trying when I really am. It's been so busy, we haven't been able to talk, and I'm really, really upset about the puppies. Can't we just forget that test? I'll do better on the next one, I promise. Tell the kids you don't need them, give Zoe a ticket to LA, and help me find the puppy mill. I try to steal the ball from her, but she holds on tight. We stand for a second, both of us clutching the ball. Then Gran lets go. You're right, she says. It's been such a zoo around here, I haven't had a chance to think about what all this means to you. Tell you what, we'll keep the kids around until the puppies are healthy and your extra credit report is done. But, I begin. Gran raises a finger. But nothing. You have to do the report. The faster you do it, the faster you're back in the clinic. Maybe one of the kids could help you. They're all pretty nice. Okay, Maggie. Once the report is in and the puppies recover, the other kids go home. Happy? What about Zoe? Gran's jaw tightens. Rose and I talked this evening. We decided it would be best for her to stay until school gets out. But that's nearly 3 months. I thought it would be like 3 weeks. So did Zoe. But she's putting a good face on it, Gran smiles. She says maybe she'll train one of our animals to be a movie star. Yeah, right. She seems determined. Reminds me of you in that way. I dribble back out to the 3-point line. Okay, I do the report, and the clinic goes back to normal. I'll be nice to Zoe, and she'll go away in a while. What about the puppy mill? I'll call the sheriff and give him the information we have, but I doubt it'll be high on his list. We'll find the creep, I know it, I say, then turn toward the basket. She shoots. I release the ball, and it swishes through the net. Perfect. She scores!